UFC 318 wasn't just another fight night. It was the kind of event that reminds us all. Champions aren't born. They're forged in fire. Whether you're an athlete, a dreamer, or someone who's been knocked down, this story is for you. Heading into UFC 318, the spotlight was on legends. But it was the underdogs who turned heads, fighters written off by analysts, fighters with losses, injuries, and doubts trailing behind them. Yet inside the octagon, every doubt disappeared. Why? Because willpower beats prediction. Some came from poverty. Some fought through depression. Others trained in garages with no sponsors, no spotlight. And yet they showed up, hungry, focused, unshaken. The UFC isn't just about violence, it's about survival, about standing back up when your body begs you to stay down. Inside that cage, excuses die. Only effort speaks. And that's the lesson. Life is a fight. You don't need to be the strongest. You need to be the one who refuses to quit. The moment that defined UFC 318, a fighter, down 2 rounds with a broken nose and blood in their eyes, they looked at their corner and nodded. They weren't done yet. And in the 3rd round, they flipped the script. A comeback win. The crowd went silent, then exploded. That wasn't just skill. That was heart. That was grit. The kind of moment that gives you goosebumps and reminds you why we fight for greatness, for redemption, for purpose. Maybe your battle isn't inside a cage. Maybe it's a business you're building, a test you're preparing for, a life you're rebuilding. But just like them, you've got rounds left. And you're not done yet. UFC 318 reminded us, when your back's against the cage, that's when your legacy is made. Look, most people only see the moment a fighter raises their hand, but they don't see the months of pain, the failures, the nights filled with self-doubt. They don't see the fighter who cried alone after losses, or the one who worked overtime, skipped meals, and trained with injuries no one believed he'd survive. UFC 318 was more than a fight. It was a reminder that greatness doesn't come from being lucky. It comes from being relentless, from showing up even when the odds are stacked, from fighting through fear and still moving forward. And that's the mindset we all need, whether you're in the cage or just trying to survive your own battles. Drop it in the comments if you've ever had to fight through something tough. Like, share, and subscribe for more real fight stories that light your fire. This is Dark Lore PH, where we don't just tell stories, we tell battles worth remembering.